Hello everyone, it's Dave Like aka Real to Dave. Blog topic for this week is how I know the real estate market is not going to crash in 2016. Before I get all these hate comments on my YouTube page, which I always appreciate of course, do understand I do still think prices are going to go down about 3 to 5% overall, though it's going to be very much segmented to a certain part of the population, the housing population that is, and it's kind of the higher end homes. The more value a home is these days, the harder it is to sell, the more likely the prices to decrease. So now how do I know more than all these economists who think the market could crash in 2016? I really do appreciate the work a lot of these CFAs, a lot of these economists put into their articles. But what I find they kind of forget is they lose sort of the fact that a home is not just a financial asset. It's a very big, probably the biggest emotional, physical thing that people own. People don't want to sell their house. They don't want to sell it for a loss. They're going to do everything they can to keep their house, even if the better financial decision would be to sell it. I think a lot of these economists will say, well, we've lost X amount of jobs, median income is down about this much, rents are down 20%, so house prices should go down X amount. But that doesn't ever happen. It's because people will fight tooth and nail to keep their house. So if you believe that, you kind of know that something external has to happen. And of course, the major external thing right now would be someone losing their job. They lose their job, they can't afford their mortgage anymore. The house goes into foreclosure. That would start to drive down prices, of course, especially if it happened on a mass level like it did in the States. However, that is not in the cards for 2016. And the reason I know that is I follow mortgage arrears very closely. And that's the percentage of mortgage arrears are when people are behind on their payments. Mortgage arrears have actually been decreasing since it peaked in late 2010, early 2011, when it was 0.84%, which means 0.84% of people were behind on their mortgages in 2010, 2011. Right now, we're actually down to 0.27, so about a third of that. And so that's what it tells you right now is that these rash foreclosures are not going to happen. Once someone gets behind their payments, the bank gives them every opportunity to catch up. They still have many other avenues they can go down. They can try and renegotiate, they can try and borrow money from somewhere else, from a family member, that sort of thing. And once those mortgage arrears start to increase, and they will, eventually we might become more of a risk to foreclosures start to happen. But at its present point in time, that will not happen. And the process for actually foreclosing on property is a very long one. Even though property right now, or someone started to miss their payments, wouldn't be foreclosed on for at least another year. And of course, the other thing that could happen that would eventually cause a housing crash would be an increase in interest rates. I don't really even know if I want to discuss that right now. We all know interest rates are not going to be going up anytime soon, not with the economy the way it is. Of course, even if it did go up, most people are locked into 5-year fixed mortgages, or even if they're in variable, their mortgages are not going to go up overnight. All right, so big important topic. A little bit controversial. I know I'm going to get a little bit flack from this from some people, but hopefully it helps other people realize that the market is still going to be okay. It's going to struggle along this year, probably struggle along for a little bit until oil prices in Calgary sort of find a bottom, until we get some stability. But overall, I think we're going to be okay. And it's very important to remember when you're buying an asset like this. Any questions, of course, guys, as always, give me a phone call 403-990-1278 or send me an email to dave.ruthick@krebs.com. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Talk to you all soon.